Freeze! Before we get into the video, just thought you might want to know, I'm currently giving away a PS5. If you want to get your hands on it, all you got to do is hit the like button on this video and tap the link in the description box below to enter the giveaway. What's going on, internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH. And to be honest, I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Gaming Illuminati podcast. We are the Enlightened Gamers, and this is episode 119. If you're watching the video version of this show, know it's available on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and all other major podcast platforms. Also, be sure to rate the show 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Also, fun fact, I seen a tweet last night. I think it was from Danny. Don't quote. I might still be in beta. Everybody might not have it, but I believe Spotify added stars. So if you see stars on your Spotify, make sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify as well as Apple. Your 5 stars help us move up the algorithm, which helps bring in new people, and we need that. Now, allow me to introduce you to my co-host, the first of which strives to eventually become one of the blacks at Xbox, Samurai Zero Developer Gaming Ethos. Say what up to the people.
Yo, what's going on? I'm trying to get my game on Game Pass. We're gonna make it happen. You
should create like a new division, the blacks at Game Pass.
The blacks at Game Pass, absolutely.
And my second co-host, he recently defeated Ace of All Trades 01 in a 1v1 Halo tournament. UTX Frank Slayer the Don. Say what up to the people.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It kind of has a double meaning there. I don't know if you caught that.
Wait, no, I didn't. Did I do something more genius than I thought?
UTX Frank Slayer.
Oh, the Glizzy Gobbler.
Oh my God, I just sit there looking at the notes. I'm just laughing. I'm like, did he really type that?
Yo, shout out to the Glizzy Gobblers,
bro. But yes, I am victorious, like I said. But shout out to Ace, man. That was a fun moment. It was definitely a fun moment. And shout out to Ethos, even though he hold me, but he said he did it on purpose, so it is so I can stop playing Halo. So
if Halo esports can have the same problem and they can't solve it, then I think I'm in the clear now. I think I got it.
Were there highlights of that uploaded to the channel, the GI channel?
Ask Chaos.
Ask Chaos. Yeah, nah, it wasn't. I mean, but the VOD is. I'm pretty sure the VOD is still there for me, and I'm pretty sure it is for Ethos as well. Yeah, it's all there. So
I think Chaos downloaded it. It's just there's
how many people were like watching when y'all did that shit?
I think in total it was like almost 500. I think in totality of everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out is it because y'all said y'all wanted to do more. I'm trying to figure out, is it worth my money to sponsor them, like buy an Xbox or a PS5 or put some money up for it or something.
My company put up like basically $500 into the pot for like the winners and like taking care of some back end stuff for the tournament. So we definitely should. I already got like I guess I can say it here. So I already have like interest, celebrity speaking. Like Bliss was highly interested if we ever did something else. Bliss wanted to play.
You say Bliss Kai and a celebrity?
Yeah, Bliss, a celebrity. Come on, Bliss is Gen G.
I was like, hold on, bro.
Oh, my bad, Gen G superstar. My bad.
Bliss's name.
But I thought this guy was gonna say somebody else. Though.
Yeah, that just threw me off.
Here's the other name. Bees. I was playing like a good amount of Halo with Bees, and Bees was like, he was busy at one time, but he said next time he definitely gonna pull up and have a team and stuff. He'll play with us, so I think this will be really cool. I'm gonna get some shooters. I'm gonna get a lot of cool like.
Whenever we do another Halo tournament, can I pull Golden Boy to shoutcast that shit since he fucking loves Halo so much?
That would be dope. Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, him. That'll make my life 10 times easier, and I can actually play in one.
True. Yeah, but welcome back to the show. I totally lost my train of thought there. Yeah,
we'll get LTG too.
Yeah, don't get that ass band. Don't get that ass band, bro.
Actually would be a legendary.
So we are keeping our promises. I seen some people in the comment section comment on that, like, yo, you guys actually, we're being consistent. We back. Opening conversation since the last podcast was the Game Awards show. Before we even get into the winners and losers, as well as some of the announcements, kind of what was the overall consensus? How are we feeling about the show? Like, rate the show overall in terms of like entertainment. How'd you feel, Jay?
Entertainment, I will give it I'm gonna give it a 6, just because we did actually see some pretty good premieres. But like, as far as the show itself, it needs to have something else going on, because it was 3 hours, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like, we do the Slander Awards every year, and a lot of people, it may just because, like, you know, everybody's in the chat and we're all like, you know, joking and stuff amongst ourselves, but these award shows are 3 hours. Like, it's too freaking long. And like I don't really like the performances as well. Like I just feel like some of that stuff is just filler and it just takes away from the overall experience. It's like I get it, like it is an award show and you gotta have that type of stuff, but just like overall, I would think like besides the actual world premieres, and that's really what we're here for. We just want to see the new game that they're going to show. It's just pretty mad. It's pretty in the middle. So I'll give it a 6.
I'd give it a solid 5 or 6 as well too, just for the simple fact that like there were some highlights with the announcement. But not even that it was too long. The thing that kind of disappointed me about this year that I noticed, and I don't know if y'all noticed, it was a lot of ads this year. Like for like Facebook gaming and all this other like irrelevant shit. And I'm just like, I know y'all got bills to pay, but I don't know, like shorten that shit down if you want to put more ads in there or something. Like it was too many in there. We should have got more game announcements than all them damn ads. But how you feel about it, Ethos?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I kind of was like, I felt like there was quite a bit of bloat this year compared to the other ones. Maybe that's just my perception, but I felt like there's a lot of bloat, like we said, a lot of ads. And it kind of was sad because like there was definitely some trailers I felt like just shouldn't have been like involved. Like I thought the stuff that was cool was like the first class, like shout outs to Khalif, like stuff like that like Khalif was there. He had a video and some other like smaller people who were like talking about what they've been doing in the world for gaming. Like that stuff's cool. I think that stuff's good to stay. But like, yeah, a lot of the extra ad stuff. And then like that, I'll never forget it. It was the one with the Chinese game, the one with the little kids dancing. I was like, what? Why is this even in the show? Like, it wasn't gameplay. It was just like a little concert. I was just in there like, so you put this into the show, but like you cut out like literally like half of the awards. Like you might have noticed, like he'll like straight up like be on the side and be like, oh, we're gonna give away the award for like RPG, and it's like there's no fanfare for it. He's just like, here's the 4 people, and it's da da da, and I'm just like, if you have time to like show these other trailers and you're cutting off like literally the point of the entire thing, which is awards, it's like I feel like you have your priorities kind of messed up. So I don't know.
I'm going to defend them because I mean you gotta have ads because that's how you make your money to be able to fund this in the first place. And they were kind of doing the same thing last year and the year before as well. I don't even think that it was more ads. I think that it was the same amount. So it's like they got to do it, and it's not on TV.
The show was longer. It felt like
if it was on TV, I mean, it's definitely going to be ads regardless during every commercial break. So that's really what it was. It was just a commercial break. So they just had to show ads. Like that's just like there's no way around that. So I get it. Like it's annoying, and it did feel like it dragged on, but it was really the same amount. But I do agree that like maybe some other things could have gotten cut out, and you could have shined like do an actual, hey, this person won the award, let them come up and talk about it. For a lot of these other awards, they should have been highlighted.
Cool. Now let's actually talk about the results of the show. Let's see, view all categories. Let's just talk about the ones that matter because some of this stuff does not matter. Best esports game. Let's see. The winner was League of Legends.
I don't know about that.
Best indie debut. The best indie debut was Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I didn't even know this was an indie game.
Yeah,
I thought it was
actually it's black owned too. The two made founders of it, they're actually both black.
Oh, this is one of the blacks at PlayStation. Okay.
Yeah, one of the blacks at
one of the blacks at PSN.
I think they're like twins or whatever.
I don't even know what any of these other games are. So like that one winning, I'm not mad at that one. Content creator of the year pass. Best multiplayer.
Do you even know anybody in that list?
All right, let's pull it up. Let's see, because I didn't know anybody. There was Dream, Fulsey, Gulls, Abai, and Greg FG.
Greg FG. I don't even know how you say it. Yeah, how do you say it?
I don't know. I think I know who Fulsey is, but I don't know any of these other individuals.
I can't help but feel like this shit is politics.
Like this one was weird because like even though like we kind of knew who was going to win in previous years, at least like we knew them. But I think like the overall consensus in this category this year, we didn't know who the majority of people were, and I was just seeing if they were like who was this. So I don't know what the hell was going on with this category. But
I thought Dream was a Minecraft mod. I didn't know it was an actual person.
Yeah, it's an actual person.
They don't even have a screenshot. Like you should be disqualified if you don't got a headshot, bro. What the hell?
He doesn't ever show himself in any of these videos.
Is he a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, he has 27 million subs. He plays Minecraft.
This is where I feel like a boomer. I'm hella out of touch.
Yeah. And I think like I just somehow like I was going down like the YouTube rabbit hole, and so like I found who this was. Like I'm clearly not familiar with the channel because I don't watch Minecraft, but like I knew of Dream just because like I was just looking at it. But like I actually know of Fozy, but the rest of the people I have no clue.
Dream,
no clue. Well, you know what? I wish
no disrespect to them, but it was just it was interesting.
It's not our demographic. It seems like they appeal to younger people. Next one, best multiplayer, Back for Blood, Knockout City. It Takes Two won. Then there was Monster Hunter New World Realm. It Takes Two won best multiplayer. I was so the way I interpreted multiplayer, I thought it was like PvP. I didn't know co-op was a part of it. But
I mean, it's
I mean, technically, yeah, I guess it is multiplayer. I guess it's when my brain
multiplayer
does it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it does say including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences.
I'm not gonna complain anytime It Takes Two wins. Best sports and racing game. What won this? What, Forza? I think. Yeah, Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, Game Pass. Game Pass propaganda.
Freaking bragging about Forza.
How do you feel about Forza?
Forza was gonna win. Forza's a dub, bro. Forza's great.
You still playing that game?
Yeah. Okay. I played it 2 days ago.
Dang, 2K got snubbed, didn't they? They didn't make it.
I don't think it got snubbed.
Yeah, bro, F1 2021 got put on here. Hot Wheels Unleashed got put on here. NBA 2K did it.
Here's the funny part about it. Like the 2K community is so out of touch with reality and like gaming as a whole. They don't even care. I doubt they know what the Game Awards is. I don't want to say all, but a lot of them probably don't even know it's a thing. So they don't care.
Yeah, they probably don't watch this shit.
Remember Dragon Ball Z and Zelda. Best family game goes to It Takes Two. Never gonna.
That's crazy. That's the Nintendo category. That's literally just for Nintendo games.
And It Takes Two won, bro. Yeah.
It Takes Two. Yeah. I love to see it.
This is a crazy category. Look at all these Nintendo games: Mario Party Superstars, Pokemon Snap, Super Mario.
They should put some better games
and WarioWare.
Yeah,
Nintendo. I feel like this year Nintendo put out a lot of just okay games, but nothing that really stood out. Like nothing bad, but nothing crazy.
Just a bunch of mid.
Yeah. Bring back Mario Strikers. Best fighting game goes to Guilty Gear Strive. I feel like that was a given.
Yeah.
Deserved. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Best role playing game went to Tales of Arise. I feel like this one could have went anywhere because these ones are all over the place with
this one's all over.
Shizigami, Scarlet Nexus, Monster Hunter, Cyberpunk.
Is that something that you're into, Ethos?
I have never played that one. I played a Tales game before, Vesperia, but I didn't like that one. I played what was that one? The one with the dog, the wolf.
I've never been interested in. I don't know the wolf one, but I've never been interested in the Tales game. No, I've never played a Tales game, but this is the first one I am interested in because I've seen some trailers of Tales of Arise.
People said it was good.
It looks fire. It just looks like a 100-hour game, and that's why I'm just like, ugh.
It is. That's why I didn't play it, was because I asked KL. I was like, I'm watching, like, I've watched some videos of it, and I was like, it looks cool to me, but I was like, I don't want to put 100 hours into it. And he was like, yeah, it's grindy, but he said it's really good. And so I was like, I mean, it just got role-playing game of the year. I mean, it wouldn't have been my pick. Like, personally, I really like Scarlet Nexus, and I mean, I've already said I like Cyberpunk was my favorite game last year.
How long is Scarlet Nexus?
That one's actually way more manageable. It's only like 23 hours. I think I beat it in like 17. Yeah, actually, you could get that done in like a week if you just play it every other day.
I might have to give that a shot. Is that on
That
Game
one's
Pass?
actually fun. Yes, that's why I played it. It was on Game Pass. That's actually
here we go.
Game Pass. It's supposed to be a joke.
Game Pass.
Jesus Christ.
Put it on your
Game Pass
put it on your
propaganda, bro.
Yeah. No, I genuinely a surprise for me. That was like a game that like
Is this one on PC, like the Game Pass for Scarlet Nexus?
It's on both console or PC.
Maybe I'll get it.
Yeah, another one gets the Game Pass.
Especially because I'm fucking tired all the time. I don't even know if I'm gonna beat half these games. I'd rather just pay $15, bro, and not commit to none of this shit.
That's the Game Pass, baby. That's how it gets you.
Best action adventure game that went to Metroid Dread over Guardians of the Galaxy, Psychonauts, Ratchet and Clank. This one was pretty stacked.
I don't agree with that. I didn't.
What do you want to win? If you could choose.
Honestly, I'd have given it to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians, okay.
Yeah, I'd have given it to Guardians.
If I wouldn't have cared whether it was Guardians, Psychonauts, or Ratchet, those three are like respectable.
As long as Ratchet didn't get it. Ratchet got 0 awards. That made me very happy.
Wow, what's your beef with Ratchet and Clank?
Wait a minute.
That's a hot take.
Happy.
Well, hold on, Game Pass, boy. What's your beef with the PlayStation exclusive?
When they revealed Ratchet and Clank, I was the only person here that was like, I I don't see why people like. I was like, this doesn't interest me at all. I just think it looks kind of meh. I didn't care. But I got mad at me for saying it, and I'm glad it didn't win anything.
It was a great game. You're bugging. It was a great game. You don't even have a PS5.
I just love to upset people with that. I just don't
He got some haters hard, bro. He said, get ready.
It further pushes my propaganda.
I woke up before the Game Awards and I prayed. I was like, don't let it get any awards. Don't let it get Game of the Year. Don't let it get anything. And it left with nothing. It was just like Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Zero Awards. Shout out to all the awards.
True. Yeah, I feel like Metroid Dread is a very niche and acquired taste.
I'm gonna try it out. Siggy said he liked it though. Siggy's like he could see why I won. So I was like, all right, I gotta peep it. And then
I've never been a Metroid fan. Outside of the Metroid Prime series, I've never been a fan.
Same.
Yeah, Siggy said the same thing, but he said he liked it. So
Okay.
I'll keep it. I'll give it a shot.
Best action game. The choices were Back for Blood, Chivalry, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, but Returnal won.
I haven't played Returnal.
Straight action.
Straight action.
I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Returnal is straight action based off what I played. It is straight action. It's a bullet hell game.
I don't know how Back for Blood got on here. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's not action. I mean, it is action, but
I get action. I'm just talking
category.
It being good.
It should have been nominated. Yeah, I just don't think.
I mean, what other game would be there? Though? I felt like this year was
Scarlet
like
Nexus.
Hold on. Pickings for just action.
Scarlet Nexus, yeah, 100%.
Well, that's an
RPG game, but no, it is like a DMC game. It is like a DMC.
I mean, yeah, you could argue for it because it crosses genres. I don't know how Far Cry got on here. You're talking about Far Cry. That's Far Cry 3 Pulled Pork Edition. Come on, y'all. That should go there over Back for Blood.
I keep telling y'all, slim pickings, man.
Watch the ending on YouTube. That's the best part.
I hate y'all, bro.
2021 sucks. It's not that great for gaming. Best VR, who cares? Innovation on accessibility, best community support, best mobile game, best indie. Let's see. That one that I already clicked that. Why did that list right there for some reason? Hold up, let me. Oh boy, wait, view all categories. There we go. Best ongoing game, so best live service. That went to.
And this is where Ethos popped in.
In Walker, boy. Yes. It was Apex, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Warzone.
It beat Juggernaut.
What are you talking about? Final Fantasy 14 is a juggernaut. What are you talking about?
Juggernauts. But it went up against other juggernauts.
Hold on, Final Fantasy,
this wasn't a sweep. This wasn't a sweep. That's the interesting part. These are a bunch of high tier ongoing games right now. Apex, Fortnite, Genshin, and Warzone. Like that. This is not like an easy clap.
Warzone is not a juggernaut. Genshin Impact was a juggernaut when it first came out.
No,
Fortnite
Genshin still has millions of people.
Fortnite is not a juggernaut. It's an app. It's a concert app. I would argue only Apex is the real juggernaut.
They put the rocket in the game, and I was terrified that was gonna help them win.
I would argue the only real juggernaut here is Apex, but yeah.
But shout outs to Final Fantasy 14, boy. They won even with the queue times being crazy. They deserve it though. Like it's been 10 years in the making. It's a great game. Deserves its flowers.
Games for Impact. Who cares?
Best MMO.
Best performance went to Maggie Robertson from Resident Evil as Lady.
Okay, no, this one I disagree with. I completely.
Who do you think should have won the best voice actor?
You know which one I think deserved the best.
One of the black people.
Jason Kelly.
It's three of them. Which one?
Jason Kelly, Juliana, and Colt voice actors. Giancarlo did a great job, but I don't think Anton was that engaging as well as some of the other villains. So I don't think he was bad. I just think his character didn't give him enough time to really do a lot of really good stuff. But there's in my opinion, that was just a horny pick. For me,
it was.
Both Deathloop people were astronomically better than everybody else on this list, just in my opinion.
Chaos admitted it. He admitted it on stream. He said, I'm not even gonna lie. He was like, I enjoyed that part. He said, I played it just for that part. I said, boy, you horny as hell. But I was telling them too, I was like, it was not only you, but women were saying, I want her to step on my neck. So it was just because of the motion performance, bro. Just because she was a tall ass woman in the game, y'all gonna give this to her? It's whatever, but I get it. It was a horny pick.
Yeah, it's a horny pick. It's her performance was good. Don't get me wrong. It was very good. But compared to Juliana and Colt's, theirs was just astronomically just the best I've seen just for in gaming in a very long time. I feel like they just got completely robbed. They deserved it way more. But it is what it is.
But she wasn't okay. And for everybody who played, was she even in the game the entire time, or do you kill her? Or
see,
something?
that's
she was just playing through the damn controller.
She shows up for the game for the first 3 hours. She's like the beginning part of the game, and then literally like that's just the marketing makes you think she's like a bigger threat. You kill her in like the first like quarter of the game, and she just dissipates. She doesn't. She's not plot relevant for the rest of the game. She's just like a first boss. She's a first boss, bro. She's literally just.
She should get disqualified. She should get disqualified just because of that, because you're not in there in the entire game, or at least 2/3 of the game.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. When she stepped up on stage, and I've seen reactions of her walking up there to get her award. I was like, we know what happened here. We understand. I get it. I totally get it. Whatever. So it's what it is.
The boy horny agenda.
Yeah, the horny just made people not think at all.
Whoa, who's that?
Just like glasses.
What's the name? Best narrative. That went to Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like that one wasn't even fair.
Well deserved.
That wasn't even fair because like they have like 50 years of comic books to draw from versus like these.
But it was good.
Games.
But it was
it was a good game though. It was a good game.
Yeah, it was great writing.
But I'm saying like they had a blueprint, so like it made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, true.
Let's see. Best game direction. What does this even mean? Like.
It says right up there, awarding for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Going in circles is innovative?
Yes, it is.
All right, I disagree.
I don't know
why
you're mad about it. Well, I stand by it.
I think Psychonauts was far more innovative than Deathloop.
Oh, well, good for Psychonauts, but Deathloop, in my opinion,
you can slander Ratchet and Clank. There's nothing innovative about that.
Oh,
shit.
I'm not gonna. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. That's why I slander Ratchet.
I think if you're able.
It Takes Two and Psychonauts are actually innovative.
You know what's crazy? Return off, you go around it, you go in loops. So
yeah, oh yeah, because it's a roguelike. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there.
They're both roguelike. Yeah, they're both roguelike.
But Psychonauts and It Takes Two are innovative games.
I mean, Deathloop was too, though. Like, if you're able to tell an amazing story by continuously playing through a level so that you can figure out more information, I think that's pretty innovative.
Man,
yeah, no other games have done that before.
Shit. You like 12 minutes too, don't you?
I love 12 minutes.
That was fun. That was fun.
I ain't even played it. I'm just talking.
That deserved a nomination. Why
really?
was it 12 minutes on here?
That game got hold. Yeah,
that game got hold.
How long is that game? Because like they've been pressing me to try it.
It depends. It depends on how long it takes for you to beat it.
Oh my god!
Before you crack and give up.
Oh my god!
You can beat it very quickly, but if you haven't watched anything and you go through it, you're not. It'll take you at least, I would say, 4 hours.
4 to 8. If you don't know what you're doing, there's parts where like you're just gonna get frustrated because there's puzzles you have. Like it's technically a puzzle game. And they don't tell you that, and then you have to do things specifically the way they need to be done. If you don't, then you're just gonna be hitting your head against a wall trying to figure out.
And then there are multiple endings too, so like you could get an ending and then just be done with it. Like if you want to, you can go at your own pace, or you could just try to get different endings. But like for the ending that I ended up getting, I think it took me like 4 hours. It's not that long though. But I know you're not a puzzle guy, so it may take you a little longer.
I'm puzzled on all of that. Game of the year went to the proper winner. It Takes Two versus Metroid Dread, Deathloop, Psychonauts, Ratchet, and Resident Evil. And I just had to say, as the It Takes Two stan here, it's a shame that it took this game winning Game of the Year for my two co-hosts to finally give it a shot.
No, I was going to play it.
Oh, sure.
I didn't have nobody. I have no friends. No one would.
You played Scarlet Nexus over this game. I don't want to hear this.
Because no one would play it with me. You have to play with 2 people.
Oh, you're a loser. That's what it is.
Nobody. Okay. I have no friends.
Why don't you get somebody else a Game Pass so they can play with you?
I just told you I have no friends. Nobody wanted to play with me. I was all by myself.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to play. We gotta find a time. We're going to play.
Yeah, I'm a slandered if it's terrible.
It's really not. You're gonna enjoy it. So who's?
No, I know it's good. I know it's
so in the game you play a husband and wife. Who's gonna be the wife in y'all playthrough?
Rock paper scissors.
I don't know what.
What is this game about?
Hold on. So like, without giving you like any crazy spoilers, just kind of the beginning, the context of the game. So the context of it is you play a little girl. Well, there's a little girl and her parents are fighting. And they talking about they want to get a divorce, so they're talking about breaking up. So then it's like some magic happens, and it shrinks the two parents down, and it forces them to work together. And over time, you
don't break up.
Yeah, you learn to fall back in love. You learn each other once again.
See,
perfect.
I didn't know anything about the story, so I'll play whatever. I don't care, bro.
Each chapter is a different take on like love and like how relationships work and stuff like that. It's very creative as well as like the level design.
Hey, JG, after
one of you has to be the wife.
After this, we gonna go out and get beers, bro.
Oh, you gonna have a drink with JG? Oh my goodness, that's great.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie though. I'm glad that it won. I'm glad that it won multiple awards for first of all, not just this one, but like I was like, whoa, like all right, this game must be really freaking good if it won over all these games. And now like I'm fully interested to play it like finally, because like I was ready to shit on it, and I was kind of like like man, like I gotta want to play with a girl too, but you know it's all good. Ethos could be the girl.
Yeah, playing with Kai.
Who said I was gonna go? Hold on, I didn't say that.
If I was playing with a dude, that shit would have been awkward.
No, we're gonna flip a coin.
Which one of you girls want to come over and play with? Y'all gonna see when you drop into the first level, you see how driven everything is built around working together. When you see how well designed and like creative the levels are, you're gonna get it within the first level.
Look, the reason I'm not mad about it is two reasons. One, I'm always happy to see a co-op game win, because we don't have a lot of those. So to see that beat a bunch of other like games, single player and multiplayer, always down for it. And two, the dev studio, because the boy said fuck the Oscars made it. So I just wanted him to go up there and say something else, and I'm glad he did. He got his another meme out there about go get some kids. So
sensational. Go touch grass. So those are the winners of the 2021 Game Awards. Now,
let's talk about the big upset, the thing that pissed people off.
What, am I missing something?
The most anticipated game.
Did I miss that category? Where's that at?
Yeah, you did. Yes, won.
Oh, there it is at the bottom. I didn't see it. Most anticipated game went to Elden Ring versus God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Legend of Zelda, and then Starfield.
You know what pissed people off about this the most?
Why are they pissed?
It won it twice in a row. So the last year's it got most anticipated, and this year it got it again.
Right.
And they're like, okay, it's Ragnarok and da. It's like, yeah, like this game.
I mean, it's still
my players.
I mean, it doesn't change the fact.
It's still the most anticipated.
Yeah, it's still
to be fair though. I think the reason it probably won, because this is based off fan voting, right?
Yeah, I think fans.
So I'm gonna guess the reason it won is because the From Software is not a mainstream. From Software games are not mainstream. They're very niche, but they're very hardcore about these games. And I feel like that's the audience who watches the Game Awards. Very hardcore gamers who are gonna vote.
Maybe,
I don't think people who hardcore gamers do play Horizon, but like that has more mainstream appeal. I don't think they're. I would go as far as to say the same thing too. Hardcore gamers do.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Hardcore gamers do play God of War Ragnarok or God of War, but it also has mainstream appeal, and mainstream gamers are not voting at the damn Game Awards. They don't give a fuck. Elden Ring is a very hardcore game, I think. And I think that's why it won.
I mean, like
same thing with Zelda, hardcore game, but it does have mass appeal. Niggas don't even know what Starfield was because we ain't seen it. We don't know what that is.
No one knows.
Yeah, Starfield has hype, but yeah, I don't think it's most anticipated out of this list.
I just think
those. Starfield's gonna be? You think it's gonna be like a Mass Effect game, or you think it's gonna be just?
I'm hoping it's gonna be good, nigga. That's what I hope.
Lower your expectations. It's a Bethesda game.
I mean, so like I love space games, of course, with like the Mass Effect. I'm just hoping that it has like deep lore like Mass Effect, because what I love about space games is you're only limited by your imagination. So I hope there's like some deep lore to it, and I hope the gameplay's fun. That's
how many bugs you think it's gonna have?
I'm hoping none.
Oh, shit. You think it's gonna be?
I'll tell you this much.
A million.
Do you think it's gonna be more or less buggy than Cyberpunk?
No, I'll tell you what Sessler said.
Less,
he gave me.
You think it's gonna be less? Okay.
I'll tell you what Sessler said, because he gave me a different perspective. Because I was saying the same thing. I was like, man, I'm hoping this shit ain't buggy because it's World War Bethesda over here. But he was like, to be fair, TBH. He was like, they paid like $10 billion for this game, as well as like Bethesda. And he's like, when you pay that much money, that means you got to see it early. He's like, I'm confident. He's like, they saw something. It's like, oh, we got to get that. I was like, okay, that's a different perspective. I was like, all right. I was like, I'll take that into consideration. So I was like, I'm gonna keep an open mind when it comes to Starfield.
And we'll see, man. I just don't trust Bethesda right now. I would love to be. My expectations are so rock bottom that if it just is decent, I'll just be happy about it. So I would love it to end up being like a new Mass Effect, though. I would love it to be like a new version of Mass Effect. That'd be cool.
I'm afraid that now that Microsoft acquired it, that like they can just dump all their resources over there. Get an actual Q&A, not just.
I'll tell you this much:
unfinished product.
If this shit is heat, Starfield is gonna take Game Pass to the next level, because niggas gonna get that Game Pass for that shit.
Oh yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
I think they have a lot of stuff. Yeah, when Bethesda starts dropping all of its like new stuff. I mean, Deathloop was unfortunate because it would have been on the Game Pass, but it got shuffled with the PlayStation deal. But I think all these future Bethesda games that are probably like the new Wolfenstein, the new Dishonored, or whatever else they're going to be working on, like I think that's going to be what pulls like Game Pass further next year. So
we gonna see. We gonna see. Man, motherfuckers is really excited to get clapped in Elden Ring. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, we hype. We ready for the masochism.
So
I'm out here.
I wrote down all the announcements that happened because it wasn't just awards. So the first announcement, I should have put trailers for this because I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember some of these games. I'm about to Google this right now. What the hell was Somerville? Let me see. I'm pulling up the trailer now.
Was that like art game with the dude running and getting thrown down the river and stuff? It was like two.
Yeah, I'm looking at this trailer. That's why I don't remember this. I don't care about this shit. Do y'all care about
people
Somerville?
are excited for that. I think it's. I'll probably play. It reminds me of it's probably gonna be like a Telltale type game.
This is a Game Pass back burner type game. This is not a day one, but it looks okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cuphead DLC.
I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, this was a big one.
Good.
Sonic Frontier, open world Sonic game. It looks. Well, they didn't say it was, but it looks like it's gonna be open world based off of that trailer. And then he also was like climbing on some type of big statue, like some Shadow of the Colossus type of shit. Is Sonic back, boys?
Man, we'll see.
I mean, we gotta let Ace get the final judgment. Yeah, when that comes out.
Oh, actually, I'm looking at the site. It actually says the game will mark the first open zone inspired gaming experience in the Sonic series. So it is open world.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Interesting. The next one is Tachia. I don't even know what this is.
That's the one that you guys were ready to slander, and it ended up being cool. Like,
the Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Minority of the Wild.
Yeah, transforming and shit. Yeah,
she transformed into like doing combos and stuff.
Yeah, this one did look heat. Yeah, the Black of the Wild. Okay, I did like that.
Black of the Wild.
Suicide Squad. That was the highlight to me. That's a day one cop right there. That game just looked like pure fun with all the verticality in it. Let's see, Forspoken. They showed more of that. The only thing I'm worried about that is like the frame rate. The world looks interesting. The combat and like the scaling of it all looks really interesting. But I am worried about that frame rate.
It reminds me of FF15.
Apparently it runs on the same engine.
Oh, that ain't gonna run good. All right, that.
Did FF15 run bad on console?
Yes, it did. Because it ran on the PS. Well, granted, it was on the PS4. Maybe because
it ran like shit on PC. I played it on PC. It ran like shit.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, I mean, it might run good on the 5 because now they'll have more power. I think it was just because the engine was very powerful and the hardware was barely hanging on to play it. Because that boy sounded like a jet engine when I was playing it when they gave me the review copy for it.
But yeah,
I hope that they can work it out because Ethos, I think you were the one who dropped the actual like 15-minute demo in the chat that we had to watch after. It was after the awards.
That was alleged. That was an alleged link, by the way.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's why I spammed it really fast.
What we saw, if you got a chance to see it, it looked okay, but I can see what people were saying. But again, I'm only gonna take it with a grain of salt because it's early. The people were saying that like the world looked a little dead. And the enemies were kind of just being like zombie-like. But it's like, I mean, it's still in the demo, and if it wasn't meant for the general public to see, then how can you fully judge it just based off of that? Like, I think it was mainly just to show like the game in its early stages and some of the different moves that she can do, and then the traversing around the world. So I'm not gonna base any type of judgment off of that, but it looked good. I liked all the effects and some of the moves that they did show off. It looked dope as fuck. So I'm ready for it.
On a side
note, they can just obviously clean it up.
On a side note, I'm like multitasking. I'm watching Twitch while we actually record, and I just got an ad for season 2 of The Witcher. This shit look kind of heat.
I told you.
I told you, fucking nerd.
I told you.
Like, this motherfucker over here fighting big ass tentacles and shit. Like the production on this looks crazy, bro.
I told you, literally, season 2 so far. I'm only 3.
Do I have to watch season 1?
Yes.
Is it good? Is it good?
Okay, this is the thing. Season 1, you played Witcher 3.
Yeah.
2. Did you beat them?
Nah, I was like halfway through. Remember that my PC blew up.
Okay. Right. Did you get to the part with like when Ciri was like a kid and stuff like that, and like the parts where you played as Ciri? Okay, that's all you need to play then. Yeah, you'll like it. The only problem about season 1 that I will warn you is it is mixed up about how it does the events of stuff. Like episode, like canonically, like the events that happen throughout season 1 are like mixed. Like things that happen in season or episode 2 like are at the tail end of the event. It's weird. Just you watch it, you'll understand what I mean. Like it's like mixed around for some weird reason, but like it's probably one of the best like video game adaptations that we've had with like Arcane and stuff like that for like a live action. It's really good, and Henry like does a great impression of Geralt. Like it's almost 1-to-1. Like he acts just like the video game version of him. And season 2 has just been like like budget wise, writing wise, character wise. It's like it I could see it. Netflix is going to turn into their Game of Thrones. Like it definitely has Game of Thrones potential, I think. So we'll see, but it's heat. I highly recommend people watch it if they like Witcher, and even if you've never watched Witcher, you could still watch it and enjoy it.
Okay. The Netflix propaganda.
Yeah, a little bit of it. Cut the check.
Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. I
That
don't
was a fun
know. I don't know a
surprise.
lot about Warhammer, but this trailer actually looked pretty decent. Like,
Did you play the first one on the 360?
Well, Warhammer like just confusing me because like I feel like I see this name like every month. There's like a new game coming out, and I don't know what's the difference between any of them.
So Warhammer is I'm not deep into Warhammer, but I did actually spend like a week obsessed of their lore. So Warhammer is basically a tabletop, like one of those tabletop with like figurines and shit. It's like a very popular tabletop. Oh, funny enough, Henry Cavill he wants to do a TV show and be in there because he loves the tabletop. But so they basically license the brand, right? 40K. They license it out to basically a bunch of developers. So anyone who's interested in making a 40K, you can easily get. It seems like it's easy to get your hands on the license. That's why you see a bunch of these games. There's a bunch of different studios who are fans of it. They make adaptations into video games, and basically it's like an insane world where there is no good guy. Like every faction in the entire universe is evil. Like they're like massive genocide, xenophobia. They nuke like planets from the sky with massive nukes and like decimate planets if they're like aliens or infested it. It's really insane. Like I watched a little bit of the lore through YouTube, and it was just some crazy over the top stuff. But no, I mean, it's cool. It's definitely violent. It's definitely very violent. If you like violence, that is definitely a universe you want to play in.
Yeah, this is one of those
then
games.
like Ethos was saying, like it's different devs that make different types of games. Like they have RTS games, and this one, like Space Marines, is actually like an action adventure game. And this was the only one that I played. I played the first one, and it was actually pretty good. Like it definitely wasn't a bad game. It held my interest. So like I'm actually interested in Space Marine 2. And like if you like action adventure games, like I think this will be one that you would at least try. Yeah, I don't think you will be too much into the RTS type of game, but I think this one, Space Marine, you'll be into.
Yeah, this is one of those games though. For me to play it, it depends on when it comes out. It looks like kind of a back burner. It looks like a good B tier game, a back burner Game Pass type game, because that's what the Game Pass is full of, B tier games with the mix of Starfield in there. But Starfield hasn't came out yet. Saints Row. How we feeling about the new Saints Row? It's got a new wacky art style, as well as like hipster Gen Z gangsters, and it takes place in a new city. I think it's like some take on Mexico or some shit. It's like some desert, whatever. I'm personally, I don't know how I feel about this, and I'm a big Saints Row fan. I commend them because they're trying something new, but I still don't know. I gotta see more of it. I don't know if I like the new kind of character style. It doesn't really feel like a game with like gangsters, like with Third Street Saints and like Julius. It feel like some like Gen Z bullies or some shit like that, you know? Like
Gen Z bullies.
Yeah, like what is it, Gen? Like, you know, like they don't really talk shit. They ain't really on no gangster shit. They just say things that people perceive mean nowadays because everybo's so pussy nowadays.
Microaggressions.
Yeah. You just do them, going around doing microaggressions. That'd be great.
Microtransactions.
Both. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the jury's still out on this one. How we feeling about Saints Row?
I mean, I'm still on the fence about it as well. Like, this is an interesting, like, reboot in a sense, because that's basically what they're doing, since they're not even calling this Saints Row 5 or anything. It's just Saints Row with a new graphical style and new area, and we're not exactly sure, like, if they're going to be any, like, real cameos or anything. Like, we don't know if this is going to tie into the previous ones. Just from looking at the gameplay, like, it looked all right, but I really want to know, like, is this going to have a tie to any of the previous Saints Rows? Because if it doesn't, and it's just a pure reboot, then I'm not sure how invested I'm going to be. But I can say one thing, it definitely, I mean, even though after the second one, when they just kind of went off the rails, they did separate themselves from GTA, because the first one, Saints Row, came out, they was like, oh, this is just a GTA clone. But it kind of seemed like they're trying to get more serious again instead of being wacky. So we'll see when the game actually comes out. But right now, I'm just like, meh, on the fence.
Wacky Fun Adventures. Next is Dune Spice Wars. This was a RTS game based in the Dune universe. I don't care. I don't care about RTS. Does anybody care? I'm probably not.
I care.
Yeah. What is Dune Spice Wars doing for you?
Oh, a lot. Because it has the Dune IP and it's a RTS. That's all I had to hear.
Okay.
I was about to watch that shit, and then I found out it wasn't on fucking HBO Max anymore. So I said,
You took too long.
Yo, bad.
Yeah, you missed out. Actually, there's there's a I could get you a 4K link.
You know, it's funny. I may have found a 4K link last night to watch Let There Be Carnage. Because after seeing
I thought you were gonna say Spider-Man.
No. Because I saw No Way Home last night, and it made me want to watch Venom afterwards. And then I booted it up right on my TV. And I was like 5 minutes, and I was like, man, I don't give a fuck what this nigga got to say, bro. I just don't care about Venom, bro.
Everybody tells me about Venom. The only thing you should care about in that movie is the last like 5 minutes of it, I guess, or the post-credit thing. And I was like,
yeah. There's a reason why.
I still want to see it.
That's why I wanted to watch it. But
I like the last. I'll be honest with you. I like the Venom one that came out in 2016 or 17.
I just don't care what certain characters have to say.
It wasn't a bad movie.
I thought it was
like peanut butter without
comedy.
the jelly. He needs Spider-Man.
That was hilarious, man.
Like Hulk is great when he's with Thor. It's a great comedy, but Hulk by himself, I don't care what he has to say, bruh.
I don't know. I just found it hilarious. It was like I was genuinely laughing my ass off watching the whole movie. So I'm on board.
True.
Yeah, more comedy in the Venom movies.
Yeah, I'm all
next one is Tiny Tina's Adventures, whatever, the little spin-off series. How are we feeling about this one?
That's Borderlands?
Yeah, Borderlands, Tiny Tina's like Dungeons.
Yeah, but this one is
Dragons.
interesting though, because it's not I still need the full consensus of like what type of game this is, because like we were seeing elements of like, you know, the regular Borderlands style, but then we were seeing more like a tabletop type of thing where like you're going across a map. And then I guess maybe like after you make certain moves, then you get into the regular Borderlands shooting and looting elements. I don't know exactly what type of game this is, but I know it's a spinoff of Borderlands because it's just, you know, focusing on Tiny Tina's story.
I don't even care enough about Borderlands. Like, and then they said tabletop. I'm not like a Dungeons and Dragons dude, so I don't know. Like, if it is a case where you got to roll the dice just to move across the board, and then get into what I think is just okay shooting, I'd probably pass on this one. I'd probably only play it if there's nothing else to play at the time, which, you know, 2022 is looking pretty dry outside of February from what I saw, so far at least, because Omnicron is coming.
After Borderlands 3, I was kind of just done. I was like, damn, like, was I really into this game? Like, was I really into this series or not? Like, I don't know. I just kind of got out of it, so I think I might pass on
Borderlands is mid. I said it.
Jack off.
I stand on it. I stand on it.
I might have to agree, dog. I might have to agree now.
Mid, bro. I think Borderlands has become over time the most overrated series I think I've ever played now in retrospect.
Whoa.
Yeah, I recently
I
recently streamed it maybe like 6 months ago or whatever. I couldn't play it for like more than an hour.
Fun.
It was
it's
boring.
Not fun.
I was like, it didn't
boring.
age well. It was good for its time, I think, but
I'm sorry, Steve. Like, he loves Borderlands. I just don't see it, dog. I think it's aged terribly. I don't think it's fun. I just fall.
I think other looter shooters have found a way to make the actual genre better. That's what I think happened, because Borderlands are one of the like first like true co-op looter shooters that we had. Yeah. And it was innovative at the time, but like once you started kind of getting into the flaws, like the storytelling, you know, how they don't, well, they do have cutscenes, but like a lot of the actual dialogue is while you're in the middle of doing things. Like once you started getting into that, and then like how they have a million freaking guns, but a lot of them are just copy and pastes with, you know, slightly different abilities and stats and stuff, then you kind of really see like the real flaws in the entire series. So I think that's like kind of what made it not as good to play compared to like other looter shooters that ended up coming out and doing a better job at it.
It's crazy. Destiny tried to emulate it, and I think Destiny's better than it at this point. I think Destiny's the best one right now. So, yeah, I hate to see it, but it is what it is. Hey, it's true. It is true. Destiny is the best one right now.
What's the name? Among Us VR. Lying in VR.
You got a VR headset?
I do. I got the Oculus 2.
All right, hand it over.
No, I'm good. You can get your own, bro.
It's only
$300.
Hand it over.
It's not even expensive anymore.
What is it?
The Oculus 2, the new one, bro. It's $300 on Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah, just copy one.
Wait, is that the Facebook one?
It's
Yes,
Oculus,
the
Negro.
metaverse
Yes.
one. Yeah, you in the
It's
metaverse.
not
dog.
Facebook, it's metaverse.
Yeah, Meta, bro.
It even says it on the commercials if you see them now for the Oculus
They
shit.
Switched it.
Powered
Yeah,
by
they switched
Meta.
it to Meta. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that barrier to entry has been lowered thanks to that. It's a good headset. I just don't think they've done a very good job of actually advertising that it's cheaper now.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that cheap. All right.
Still Rising. That sounds like a bad porno.
Yeah, it really does.
What game is this? I don't even remember what this is.
I don't even. Yeah.
Still Rising. What the fuck? What is this shit? All right. Well, it looks like. Oh, I thought this was that Pinocchio game, but nah, it was something else.
Oh yeah, that's kind of still like the Soulsborne
Yeah,
type of game.
I still don't know what this is from that trailer. We're just gonna keep
Is
it
that
pushing.
the other Pinocchio looking game?
Yeah, it's another
Yeah.
Pinocchio looking game.
Well, there's two Pinocchio looking games.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
man.
understand it. It was
you
weird. Weird
imagine-
timing with these.
You imagine being the dev for this game and that the other Pinocchio game gets revealed, and you're just like, oh, I know they slammed their their heads against their desks, like, oh man, now they're gonna think we're stealing each other's thunder. Oh man, that's kinda
Yeah.
sick.
And then this one ended up being the one that was revealed on the Game Awards. The other one was just a random trailer that came out.
Yeah.
But it actually looked better. I would say the other game, we actually playing this Pinocchio, looks better than this.
Did they show gameplay for this, or is it just all CGI stuff for Still Rising?
No, they're showing gameplay.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Mobile Rocket League. You can play that right now. Yeah,
I don't care, but people told me it's good. But
yeah,
I
I've heard
don't
it's
care.
actually pretty
And
good.
that's cool. I'm playing them more, but I mean, shout out to Rocket League for still, still holding this audience and getting into esports and actually giving people scholarships at certain colleges. That's dope.
Rumbleverse. This is the new BR game from Fortnite, the Fortnite creators, Epic.
For Fortnite.
Yeah, I was gonna say from Fortnite. It looks like it. It's got a cartoony style. It's more melee based, but more melee and then wrestling themed.
Iron Galaxy.
What did Iron Galaxy make?
The game Nomad plays a boatload back on the Xbox.
bad.
Killing.
We looked it up as soon as we
What's the name of it? Killing. The fighting game.
Killer Instinct.
Killer
Instinct?
Instinct. There it is. Killer Instinct. Yeah.
They actually had a hand of
That
Overwatch
game.
too, which is funny.
That's great.
Well, they need all the help they can get.
Freaking. This game looks pretty cool. I don't want to say I'm excited to try it, but I will try it.
Yeah, I'll
looks,
give it a
looks
shot.
decent.
It looks decent. He'll probably die in 3 months because Nomad likes it.
Yeah. I question the longevity of it. I don't know. Like,
He's excited about it, but it's interesting that they're going to a straight melee-based BR game now, but still holds that cartoony style to, I guess, to lower the barrier of entry. Like everybody can play it now, so we'll see. I wish I actually got a chance to play it, but like it was like, oh, it's available now, and I was like, well, I don't have time to play it now. It was I kind of felt it was weird just to drop it for everybody.
Well, it was
when
out
they
in February now. Now we gotta wait.
Yeah, now we gotta wait. Yeah, so I'll be able to give an actual opinion, but it looked okay. But I'll play it to get my full opinion on it.
what's the name? This one is one that actually surprised me. Plague Tale Requiem, I think.
Requiem?
Yeah, Requiem. The first
Yeah,
Plague
Requiem.
Tale didn't interest me because it's usually just running around with rats and shit. And I don't like to be dirty. But this new one looks kind of open world, kind of Zelda-ish, but like you get to control. It looks like the rats are just kind of a part of her repertoire, but she's getting more abilities. It's like a stealth action game. It looked pretty good.
It was like New York Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else got any thoughts on this one?
I mean, no, this one kind of surprised me as well because, like, the first one, like you said, I wasn't into it at all. I'm like, I'm not trying to play this, but this one, whatever they decided to switch up, maybe had me interested.
Dying Light 2. We've been hearing about this game for the last 12 years. Yeah.
It looks good.
It just needs to come out already.
Yeah.
It's been delayed to hell, so
This
drop it.
Dying Light 2 is an example of how you can show your game too much. And I mean, part of it is because it keeps getting delayed, but Ubisoft is guilty of this shit where like if you show it too much, I start to not care. Like
It could Deathloop.
I'm not gonna lie, like they don't need to show any more gameplay for what's that shit called? The Suicide Squad. That one trailer they sent me, that was enough. Just put the game
That
down.
was it?
Yeah, that was enough. Like it sold me. If you drop a good trailer, that's all I need to see. I don't need all that extra shit. Drop the
Yeah,
damn game.
I think, yeah, I mean, I would tend to agree with you because, like I said, Deathloop was super close to me, like saying, F this game, like, I don't even want to play it no more. They've showed it at every single type of reveal we can think of, and Dying Light is doing the same thing. Like, you don't need to continue to do dev diaries or show us more trailers. Like, just drop the damn game. So I feel like it could be the same thing as, like, movies that have way too many trailers and you're just showing way too much, and it's like the whole damn movie before it even comes out. So I think that we probably need to just switch up like the way that you're advertising and marketing. I get that, like, when it comes to games like this that are like 3, 5, 10 years in the making, like, you need to show something just to be like, hey, like, we're still out here, we're still working on the game, like, just in case you forgot, here's another trailer. But if you're showing it like every 2-3 months at every single type of reveal, whether it's PlayStation, Microsoft, or or yourself, then I don't feel like you need to do that. That's just bad marketing at this point. So I would tend to agree, like a good trailer or a good gameplay trailer, that'll do it for you.
Which, by the way, I'm on Keymailer right now. If y'all want to play Sifu, you could actually get the preview build. I think it's the same shit I played.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think Chaos said that. Yeah, let me do it.
It's literally at the top of the page. But anyways, what's the next one on the list? Crossfire is getting a campaign. Freaking Danny's been trying to get me to play this shit. Crossfire is that Chinese knockoff of fucking Call of Duty. I guess they're stepping up their production and they're actually creating a single player campaign. I don't know. I'm the shooter guy, so I'll probably play it for G4.
Oh man.
But do I really care? No. Next one, Blood Hunt. Is this the Masquerade game, the vampire game we played, right?
Yeah, this is a BR.
I just want this game to come out. Like, I liked what I played.
It's already out.
It is?
Yeah, it's been out since we played it. Yeah.
Terrible marketing. Terrible. I didn't know. Yeah, play free right now. I just Googled it. What the fuck? Yeah, we're gonna need to hire some new marketing teams, ladies and gentlemen. Or you're gonna have to cut some checks to some content creators. Why ain't nobody in GI been playing this game then? Why didn't y'all say
We did. There's a whole GI videos, like 2 or 3 of them on the GI.
Yeah,
channel.
Ethos played it. Yeah, Ethos played it and showed the preview when it was in beta. Me, Siggy, Nomad, Ace all played it on stream. The problem was that, like, we played it for like a couple of weeks, and then like a whole shitload of games came out. So I just stopped playing. I was like, am I gonna come back to it? No, because it was too many heavy hitters that came out.
It'd be like that. Some games that life depends on what else is out at the time. That's crazy. Let's see, the Halo show. We got a first look at the new TV show. I forgot what platform it's coming from, but honestly, this did not look bad. It looked like they got Paramount Plus.
Paramount,
definitely
bro.
not paying for that. You know where I'll be.
Account, bro.
Somebody get an account.
Need somebody account.
You know where I'll be. 1, 2, 3. Fucking. But the production looked on point. I'm just curious to see, can they sculpt a show that'll make me care about the Halo universe, because Master Chief is just not interesting to me. I've personally never been into the story, but how y'all feeling about it?
I'll watch it. Like you said, I've never been that deep into the Halo universe mythos, so
I'm not gonna lie though, Master Chief looked fire. I was not expecting that suit to look as flashy as it was. So as far as like how much money that they backed into this one for their production value, they did a really good job. But yeah, I would have to agree with y'all though. Like, am I going to be interested in the story enough to like even pay my money to get Paramount Plus to even watch it? We'll see. Yeah. But it looked nice though. It looked really good.
Lord knows Paramount Plus needs a W, because right now all they got is iCarly 2.
Yeah. Will you get mad if he takes his helmet off, JG?
Maybe I did. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Cortana. Next is Arc Raiders. This one surprised me. Arc Raiders is a free-to-play cooperative third-person shooter where you and your squad of raiders unite to resist the onslaught of the Ark, a ruthless, mechanized threat descending from space. That's what the website says. This trailer looked visually really good, and it's free-to-play, so I was like, I'm definitely gonna try this one. How y'all feeling about this one?
It looks like Battlefront to me in a weird way. It looks a lot
third
like
person Battlefront. Like,
yeah, like how it mechanically looks and moves. It reminds me a lot of Battlefront. I mean, it's made by X Dice Dev, so it wouldn't surprise me if they brought some of that knowledge and know-how and that movement system over to that new one. The only thing that scares me about this game is Nexon. That's literally it. Those publishers are notorious for predatory and doing like crazy stuff for their free-to-play games, a lot of pay-to-win stuff. So that's literally the only thing that
I'm gonna give Nexon the benefit of the doubt. I know they've had a bad rep because of microtransactions, but they just recently put out another fighter called DNF Duel, which is based in the Nexon universe, and I haven't seen any complaints about that. All I've seen is people talking about how good the game is. You said what?
The servers ain't working.
Yeah, because it's getting like they didn't. I don't think they expected the game to be so popular.
I hope so.
Yeah, so I say give it some time, and I think
that game's not out though, right? It's just a closed beta.
It's a beta, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna see. Maybe Nexon is trying to take free-to-play games to the next level because like the production on this game is fucking insane. This looks like
like this is supposed to be more of a PvE type of thing, right?
Yeah.
As far as like with the trailer, yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting.
It looks cool.
We'll see. Yeah.
We gonna see. The next one is Evil West. I don't know what this one is. I'm about to Google it. Oh, I do remember. This game looks fire. It's a third-person action game. You play as like a cowboy. Did you see this trailer? It's got like Devil May Cry vibes to it.
No way.
Here,
I think we missed this one. Let me check it out.
This isn't the gameplay trailer. Go on YouTube and search gameplay reveal.
It's made by your favorite studio.
Who?
Or published by your favorite studio, Focus Entertainment.
Oh, Focus, yeah.
Oh, 6 out of 10.
Go ahead and tell everybody.
No, bro. Hey, yo, I stand by it, bro. First of all, for those unaware, Focus Home Interactive, they're famous for publishing 6 out of 10s. But like, I stand by it. Technomancer has one of the most interesting worlds, and maybe probably because I'm a space whore. It's a space game, and its take on like humanity and space and what happened. It was a very interesting world that they crafted. They just didn't execute the gameplay correctly. So like they have certain elements that they're good at doing. They just haven't stuck the landing 100%. But I'm like looking at this gameplay. Maybe this will be the one. Maybe this will like. Are you looking at this gameplay? It should look fire.
No, it looked good. It looked good.
Look like a good 6 out of 10.
Yeah, fuck
damn.
You. It's gonna be. I bet it's gonna be on Game Pass though.
It probably will be.
And that's why I'll play it. I didn't know this shit.
Yeah, my guy is like, this guy like hitting people with like a 10-piece. He got electricity flowing through his body. He got guns.
Oh, there's a black guy.
I'm getting like Devil May Cry vibe. Well, no, this looks more like God of War. I'm getting God of War 2018 vibes from it. I'm not saying it's gonna be as good, everybody listening, but like the camera angle, mechanically, yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he doing some crazy stuff here. So, like I said, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and they be passing out codes like candy, so it'd be easy to get this for free. I'm pretty sure they want you to play that 6, baby.
Just have a date? No, I just said 2022. Okay, all right.
Keep your eye out for that one. And then the last one was Stray Blade. I don't remember what this is, but I'm gonna bring up the. Oh, I do. This game looked pretty good too. I was getting kind of Zelda vibes from this. If y'all, I actually had the link to that trailer right there in the notes if y'all want to look at it. I was getting kind of Breath of the Wild Fable vibes from this one, with a little bit of Soulborn type game. It's a you play like a medieval knight traveling and beating shit up. I don't know, but I couldn't tell what the story is. But mechanically, it looks good.
Oh yeah,
Looks
it
bloody.
does look cool.
It's
like a Dark Souls game.
Yeah. It looks faster paced. I'm getting more Jedi Fallen Order vibes than Dark Souls.
Yeah, I can see that. This is cool.
Yeah, it looks all right. And you know what was disappointing that they didn't show? I'm surprised we didn't get more gameplay of that Stray Cat video game. I was looking forward to that. What was that? What was it? Was it actually called Stray? What was it called? Stray?
You a damn liar.
Y'all don't think the Stray Cat game was
You totally missed the stuff above here too, like the actual like hitters. That was just actually crazy.
Wait, which one's it? Oh yeah, I did it.
Hellblade 2.
I scrolled.
Yeah.
My bad. I scrolled past all that. My bad. I'm tired. Fuck y'all. All right. Well, I forgot about Hellblade 2. That didn't do nothing for me because it was just a CG trailer.
That wasn't CG.
All right. It was in engine, but it was no gameplay.
That's a gameplay.
No, you wasn't. You were running away from whatever that was. Yeah, I told you to.
All right. Well, the trailer did nothing for me. It did nothing for me. I'm allowed to have my opinion, okay, guys?
No, doesn't care. You didn't play Hellblade.
Wow,
you
what
didn't
is
play
this?
The first one.
Is this
We
the
told you to play
gaming
the first one.
Illuminati or a fucking Reddit forum? Jesus
No,
Christ.
we don't care. That's why no one likes you on Reddit.
Nah, I've been thinking about trying Hellblade, like
You
giving
should
it
play
a shot.
Hellblade. You should stream it.
Is that on the Game Pass? Is that on the Game
Yes,
Pass?
it's on the. It's probably on the Game
I
Pass.
became a believer once Ethos told me to play
Play
it.
it.
It was dope.
It's a dope experience, and it's not long. That's the best part. You can get done.
I heard
with it
it's
in
only
under
like
10
4 hours long.
Yeah, it's small. It's short. You just play, have fun.
Okay.
Deal with a little bit of mental illness.
Next one was Star Wars Eclipse, a new Star Wars game from the developers with Quantum Dream.
Man, I've never been 100 to a 0 so quick, bro. I was so hyped seeing this, and then I saw Quantum Dreams, and I got
what are they
shot in
known
the leg.
for? Quantum Dream.
They do all the cinematic games, Beyond Two Souls.
Oh yeah, I was
Heavy
excited about
Rain.
this.
Yeah, Detroit Become Human. Yeah.
You don't want like a Telltale type game with Star Wars?
Bro, they be abusing the employees too, bro. They're another Activision. That's another problem. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's hard, bro. I like Detroit.
So
Become Human a
morally,
little bit, but,
morally,
yeah.
you just okay. All right.
Morally, it's
So I better
already
not see
looking
you play
kinda
this game then?
scary. Well, I'm not saying I'm not gonna play it.
Oh,
if it
you
comes
just
out
talking.
good.
Hey, that's crazy, bro.
Gen
Look at
Z
that.
ethos, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
saying, I'm
Look at
just
that,
saying
dog.
they was
Gen
abusing
Z
the employees.
ethos.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Zethos, that's what we're gonna call
I'm
you.
just saying, bro. That's
I
all
hear
I'm
you. I
saying.
hear you. Just putting it
But
out
considering it's not an action game, it's gonna be a cinematic game. I don't know. We'll see. If it's Heat, is Heat. Where does this take place in the timeline?
They didn't say it was
we
just
don't
a title
know.
card.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be appearing offline if it's good.
That man gonna be cringing. Ooh, it's not
I'm like,
bad.
ooh, it's
And to be fair, they don't put out bad games. If we're talking about Beyond Two Souls, those type of games, like you just got a moral issue.
Some
with
people, it depends. Some people think they're terrible. So
true.
yeah, some people did not like.
I think they're dope, but
I like Beyond.
Some people
I
think Mass
love-
Effect's boring. Do we trust their opinion?
Of course not.
Exactly.
all right, dude. All right, dude.
Lost Ark. That's that MMO. I don't care about that shit. Do y'all care about that?
Nope.
No, but a friend of mine says how amazing it is, so I might give it a
You
shot.
niggas ain't playing. You on Final Fantasy.
You right.
What's the name? Wonder Woman
This
got announced.
has me excited.
That's being made by
Wonder
Monolith.
Woman.
Because
No
Monolith.
gameplay, but Monolith makes they made the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War
They
game.
said
Yep.
this is gonna have a new Nemesis system. They said the
Let's
next
go.
evolution of it.
Wonder Woman gonna have
Yes.
Nemesis system.
Yeah, they said they're gonna
Cheetah
have the
pulling
newest
up.
version of it.
Skr.
So this might be actually low key kind of crazy. So we'll see.
I hope it's not an origin story type game though.
I hope it's not either. I hope they.
We
really
know
just
who
make
the
it
fuck
be
Wonder Woman is.
I
Just
wanna
give us
see
a good story.
Yeah. Give us some cool actual like who she be fighting, or like the ones where where she turned like savage and was just murking people.
Yeah.
Give us that Wonder Woman. I want to see that.
of truth.
Alan Wake
see
2
that.
got announced.
Yes, sir. I've been waiting a damn decade for this damn sequel. So you love.
I was thinking about playing this game because I never played the original one, so I was like,
Oh, you
two's announcement
play
didn't do anything for me.
You should play it. It's fun. It's not a long game.
Is that on Game Pass?
Let me check.
Yeah, put your Game Pass up there, my guy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sonic 2's movie trailer that dropped. It looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, man. It featured Knuckles in it. Knuckles is coming through as a villain, so it looks like they're drawing inspiration from Sonic 3, which is pretty cool. A little lore in
Okay,
there.
so strange enough, Alan Wake is not on the Game Pass, but the DLC expansion American Nightmare is on the Game Pass.
That's ghetto. Don't you
I
need the
don't-
base game?
I don't understand why, but okay.
That is
Weird.
ghetto. I heard the Game Pass is better on Xbox compared to PC, right?
Yes, because I think they mostly like get every type of game. There's some games that just don't ever drop on PC and they're only on console. But
So I'm better off getting it
it's
on my
pretty
Xbox
close.
then.
Yeah, I'd say play Alan Wake on your console. Yeah, they remastered Alan Wake recently.
No, because
So
if
there
I'm
is
going to be paying a
remaster.
monthly subscription fee, I want to get all the goddamn game.
Well, I'm saying Alan Wake isn't on.
And
there,
I don't
so
got to
if you
worry
plan
about
on playing it,
optimization with the Xbox.
You might be able to get a key or something like that, but a remaster for it just came out like this year, so you actually have perfect timing.
But yeah, Sonic 2's movie trailer, Knuckles. How you feeling, Jay?
I mean, you heard Idris Elba's voice. That was
shit
cool.
heat.
Yeah, that was cool. You were big hating on Tails. Dude, we saw the trailer, so it was
Tails
pretty
is a
funny.
loser.
Oh
Hey,
my
man.
God.
It's a conversation
Hey,
we're
man,
not ready
look,
to have. He's
look,
a fucking loser.
That's his boy, though. Hey,
That's his boy.
Nigga been
It's
following that nigga
like,
since the 90s, bro. Get out of here. At least Luigi got his own fucking game, bro. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think we want to play a Tails game.
Exactly,
I don't think anybody
loser.
wants to go through that. I don't think anybody wants to go through that. We'll play a Knuckles game. We ain't gonna play a Tails game. But no, I think that this, especially since we're way past the controversy of how Sonic looks, this trailer actually looked really good. So like even Ace was like, all right, I have no problems with this one. Like I'm going to see it day one. So again, we'll wait on our resident Sonic fans, overall opinion on it. But it looked good though. I really enjoyed this trailer. So I'm excited to see it. Like I would actually go see this one in theaters.
Sonic was one of the good adaptations for a video game for a movie. I stand by. I thought the first movie was actually pretty damn solid. And I think I've told you guys before, but at the end of the movie where they did the little teaser and they revealed Tails, I shit you not, there were people in my movie theater that literally screamed at the top of their lungs and literally got hyped seeing him appear. So I feel like this is going to be another little hype thing. I mean, you see Knuckles, and then maybe if they tease at the end, maybe you see Shadow like appear. Like people going to lose their mind. So I'm actually excited to see this movie because I liked the first one. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After I saw that second trailer, I was like, okay, maybe I'll watch the first one. I'm sold.
The first one's really good. It's
doesn't
solid.
look
It's not a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination.
I might actually watch
obviously
that tonight. Like
go
G4
into
is
it like
bullying me into watching
obviously
more
it's
movies.
not an adult film. Like obviously it's just like Detective Pikachu. Like it's targeted towards like somewhat to kids.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. You got
but
review
it
it for
has
what
adult
it is
jokes in
versus
it.
what
It
you
has
want it to be.
Yeah, but it has adult jokes. It has those like little wink, wink, nudge, nudge things that you as an adult will get, and it has good video game references in it. So I think it was worth it. It was a fun movie, and I was not mad I went and watched it.
Final Fantasy VII retrograde on PC. I don't care.
Yeah, when we were just talking about the ethos, how people were kind of upset at this PC version because it's
what's the
not
issue with the PC version,
optimized.
Ethos?
I don't know. Something about Digital Foundry says like it's weird. They can't even track it with their equipment. Something like weird with the way it's rendering or something like that. They think there's something smell doesn't smell right now.
You dropping a mixtape, nigga? Something something.
something doesn't smell right. I was trying to think. My brain was like lagging. I was trying to catch up to what I was trying to say. It's been a long day. But yeah, that's been the word. Some people have said it works perfectly fine on their computers, but there's people out here with 3090s and 10K CPUs or whatever it is talking about it's running crazily bad or something. So I don't know.
Troll. Freaking Destiny 2 The Witch King. I know you're a big Destiny fan, Ethos. Is this the sequel to was it the Taken King or whatever that shit was, the original one?
Yeah, this is like a big expansion for Destiny. This has been like Sabathun has been like a looming threat throughout the Destiny lore for like a long time, and she's been talked about for a long time, but now she's going to be an actual boss. And I bought this not because I was excited for it. I bought it because the developers and because Benji's a huge fan. And so I said I was going to slander it to death if it was terrible. But the developers came out here during their presentation and they said that this campaign was going to be up there with the likes of Titanfall and God of War. Out of their mouths. I didn't say that. They said that. So that is the standard I'm going into this campaign. So if it actually ends up being as memorable as a Titanfall 2 campaign, then I'll give them their flowers since all their campaigns have been pretty mid. But if it's not, I'm going to have fun at least slandering it and making fun of it.
Huh. Yeah, I gave up on Destiny a long time ago. It's just like the grind just never ends. It's not a bad game. Destiny
I got Gallowhorn this week. That was fun.
Nigga, what did you just say to me?
I got Gallowhorn, the rocket launcher. I got the Gallowhorn, and they added Halo weapons into the game.
I hate this
Halo, what, really?
Yeah, the Magnum is in Destiny. It's called the Forerunner, but it's literally the Magnum.
He's clearly inspired by it.
The BR is in it. Yeah, like legitimately, like a bunch of the weapons are like copyright wise. We're not telling you this is the BR. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is the BXR11. But when you play with it, it feels literally like, because it's Bungie, so they know how to make the gun. It feels just like the Halo gun, if not better. It feels just like it, like Halo 2, Halo 3 battle rifle.
It's so funny though because like the Gjallarhorn, I don't know any of the gun names because I don't play Destiny like that. But I remember in Halo 1, like these freaking losers, Flock and Ace, like kept talking about that in Prophecy too. Man, we did so many raids to get that Gjallarhorn, dog. Like,
yeah, you know what's crazy now?
About.
They got mad about how much they had to grind for it, and this one is just in a dungeon, and you're guaranteed to get it if you just beat the dungeon. So I just walked into the dungeon. Took me about an hour to beat the dungeon, and I walked out with my nice Gjallarhorn, and I'm getting the catalyst done on it right now.
Somehow I'm gonna blame Gen Z on that.
Yeah, sure.
Slitterhead. It was a new horror game where you can get your head slit.
What?
Slitterhead.
Shitterhead.
That sounds like a racist slur. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Slitterhead.
That low-key sounds like a slur. I'm not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a horror game where like this monster's hunting you down and you get your head slit. I didn't care about it.
Come on, bro.
Nah, bro. The first thing that they showed in this trailer was a very promiscuous lady who was out on the streets and she was trying to lure this guy. So I think Slitterhead is gonna be another term for what thought of a whore.
You don't love these hoes.
You know what this reminds me of? That Tokyo game.
Tokyo Wired.
Yeah.
Ghostwire.
Yeah.
But this is more, I don't know what this is gonna be because I mean we ain't showing the game, we ain't seen the gameplay obviously, but I mean we know it's gonna be some type of horror. It just looked weird.
Are they trying to say this is like a spiritual successor to Silent Hill?
I don't know.
I mean it's made by the same creator, so the creator of Silent Hill. So I mean we can only assume that it's gonna be another type of game.
Yeah, you wanted a little sucky. Okay.
I think I think you thought it was like a racial slur because Slitter sounds like knitter in that episode of fucking Arthur. Knitter. It's not that. Nightingale, that's a new survival horror game. Like you have to build up your own little community, and then like big ass monsters come and can knock it down. I instantly lost interest when I saw that shit in the trailer. Did y'all see that?
That's a chaos game. I'm not interested at all.
I feel like it'd be cool like once or twice, but it's like I just don't want my shit torn up.
That's what we call survival games, the chaos games.
The chaos game. He'll enjoy it.
That was interesting. I feel like that should be a short documentary on that. I feel like that was a dark era in games when fucking everything was an early access Steam survival game, bro. Oh my god. I
remember I played Nether.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did a whole. I played with you. You did a whole series where you were like, but the game never got back.
Yo, I checked on it like 2 years ago just to see. I was like, I wonder how Nether's doing. I just randomly remembered it. I was going through my YouTube. I was like updating and deleting old videos, and I was like, Nether. I was like, oh, I remember I had so much fun editing this and doing videos with like Black and you with this. I was like, let me see how it's going, bro. I'm pretty sure that game was a scam. It never got finished, bro. It got mostly negative reviews on Steam. I think it got renamed.
That whole era was dark. That and then the Steam early access, and then the backing games on fucking crowdfunding sites and shit, bro.
Nether Resurrected.
Ukulele.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Glad we got over that stump now.
And I think the climax of it all was Shenmue 3. That game sucks.
Yeah, that was the prequel to BRs, and now the next thing of BRs is NFTs.
I think it's paid to play a bad game, bro. You funded that.
Crazy.
Shit. Let me see. I lost my goddamn show notes. Did I fucking bring?
So we already talked. So after Slitterhead, we have you said Nightingale already. Then the final thing is Gollum.
I don't care about. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. Do y'all care about this? Are y'all Lord of the Rings fans?
I don't really care. I'm indifferent to Lord of the Rings.
I'm definitely not a fan, but I've enjoyed something like Shadow of Mordor, even though it's not part of the the actual series or whatever. But like I said, that's as far as my extent goes, and I enjoy some of the movies. So I mean, I'm interested a little bit, but I'm not excited for it. We'll just see what type of actual gameplay that we're gonna get, because they still didn't really show anything. And we've known about this game for a while.
I believe it's a stealth game, and that's another reason I'm not interested. Because they in the original trailer they did show some gameplay, and he was crawling on walls and in holes and shit. And I'm like, why I want to play this little ugly motherfucker crawling around trying to steal a ring or some shit? I don't know. It didn't look fun. But yeah, that was all the announcements from the award show. I'm actually surprised that conversation took up more than a goddamn hour. Sheesh. So we can quick run through these some news stories that have happened since the last podcast. The first one was the announcement of the game Star Wars Hunters. It is a new PvP game. It's set in the Star Wars universe that'll be on the Nintendo Switch. It's free to play. If you two have not seen the trailer, I got the link right there. Honestly, it looks like Overwatch meets Star Wars. I kind of feel like the developers behind this were like, hey, look, Battlefront is too intensive to run on the Switch. What can we do? Let's scale it down and create Star Wars Hunters. This game does not look bad. It just doesn't look like anything special. Just an extra multiplayer experience available on the Switch, a team-based shooter. How are we feeling about Star Wars Hunters?
Probably better than Overwatch.
It's not hard to do that.
Nah, at this point,
Game's been shit.
Hey, Overwatch getting slandered like that now. Shit.
Overwatch is, bro. No,
nobody play. They hate that. No, when's the last time you heard somebody talk about Overwatch 2?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
When was the
bro.
last time
It's been
someone
a
said,
while.
"Hey, bro, let's hop on Overwatch"? When was the last time you heard somebody say that to you?
That game's been dead since like 2018 or something.
Oh man, that game. What a game, man.
That's a game because you know it's funny.
Heaven
I
dog.
remember you got to preview Overwatch before it came out. And I remember you came back to us behind the scenes. It was like, yo, this game
this
got
is
next. This
crazy.
is the future.
Yeah.
And it kind of did fulfill that
It
prophecy
did.
by
It
becoming an
had it.
esports.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect it to fall off this. Like it's irrelevant.
Blizzard just screwed it, dog. They just straight up. I'm telling you what screwed it. The moment they announced that sequel thing, everything went downhill, dog.
Overwatch 2,
Everything went
yeah.
downhill. That's where everything went to the shitter. They should have just kept it being one game and just expanded it and just updated it.
Especially now that there's a live service category in the Game Awards show, you don't
Yep.
have to put out a sequel. Rainbow's
They
doing
ruined
fine
it.
still.
and you know Bobby Kotick over there finding further ways of fucking it. So you know.
Yeah, this game doesn't
shit's
look
fun.
bad though. Like it just
It doesn't
looks
look
like
bad.
looks like
I'd
Overwatch
give it a
and Star
shot.
Wars.
It's like it'll probably last as long as Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, freaking, and especially because like, and this is a conversation that like I feel like nobody's really having, but it's like, you know, the Switch has low key been coasting. It's been kind of dry, but
It's
nobody
hella dry.
criticizes
That shit
Nintendo
is
like that.
ashy.
It's like
That
it's like
shit is
illegal.
ashy. It's definitely ashy as hell.
And like, I'm not even gonna get like, I know Metroid Dread. Some people think that's a good game, but like that's a very niche game. Like outside of that, like they really haven't had no heavy. Like there was Mario Party, but I mean, you know, there was Mario Golf, but those games came and went. Like they didn't really.
We just
hit
need
like that.
something,
Yeah.
bro. We just need something.
Nintendo teams to like they always seem to do this though. Like they'll give you the heavy hitter Mario like every now and every 3 to 5 years. You may get another Zelda or something like that. But other than that, like I don't know. Besides like because they can barely get out the third party exclusives. Like I think we're waiting on Bayonetta 3. Like that's gonna be a heavy hitter when that comes out. But like other than that, like it's rare like that we're gonna get something that just everybody is gonna be into for like more than 3 months as far as a multiplayer game. They just come out with a lot of single player games, and once they beat it, it's just like, we're gonna move on. So it came out strong. Like people couldn't stop talking about the Switch. Animal Crossing had a hold on people for a long time during the pandemic. So it's just like those certain type of games that people were anticipating for a while, like people be into. But other than that, like yeah, the Switch has been very, very dry.
I can't wait to buy my new Switch next year.
I hope they drop a 4K one, a more powerful one to keep up with these.
they're-
games.
Yeah, how many people got that new Switch?
I
Or how
got
many
it.
people were able to secure it? Because everybody was like, I know I don't need one, but I'm gonna get one anyway. To play
No,
what? What
we
you
ain't
playing
talking
on
about
it?
that. We ain't talking about that Switch. We talking about the new one that's dropping next year.
I know. Yeah, I know y'all talking about you wish I get a 4K one, but I'm talking about this one that was supposed to be the 4K one. That's not.
Oh, nah, you don't get it. You don't get it. Not that one. We talking about the Steam Deck. That's the Switch.
Yeah, but you oh,
This
this
guy. Okay.
Okay.
There.
Podcast over. This guy's just talking.
Gonna pop in that Yuzu. That shit gonna turn into a Nintendo Switch real quick.
Freaking oh, here's some news I know you'll be excited about. So Ubisoft announced that they were actually working on a Splinter Cell remake. It's underway. Yeah,
It's gonna be
Finally.
trash. It's
all
gonna
right,
be
so all right, I'm
Whoa,
glad.
whoa,
Hold on.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
glad
whoa.
you said that, and let me tell you
It's
why.
gonna be
I
trash.
wanted to hear what you had to
It's
say.
gonna be-
So I got excited until I realized it was Ubisoft Toronto making this. So for those of you unfamiliar, Ubisoft has multiple studios. There's the Montreal, there's the Toronto one, there's the one in Paris. The Toronto studio they're the ones that made Watch Dogs Legion.
It's gonna be trash.
They made
It's
Far Cry
gonna be
Primal.
trash.
Like they got some.
Hold on, let me check. They gotta have a good game. please.
They made Splinter Cell Blacklist. I like Blacklist. I didn't love it, but I liked it. They made Starlink, which was kind of
controversial.
They made Far Cry
Yeah.
5, Far Cry 4. I don't like those games.
I like 5.
I wouldn't say they're trash, but I do feel like they're the B tier studio. They're
I'm
kind of
telling
in the
you, bro,
middle with their
they're
games.
gonna ruin it, man. They're gonna ruin it. I know they
So
are.
there's little to no hope for this one
I
because
have
the studio that got
I
cast
begged
to
for
make this game.
No, I begged for this game for so long, and they hold us for so many years, so many E3s. I would just stare, hoping this is the year they're gonna reveal my boy Sam with his echelon goggles. And every year they disappoint us. And now, during the middle of a damn pandemic, they want to talk about we bring in Splinter Cell, we gonna remake the first game, bro. And watch, that shit's gonna be terrible, man. I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna put microtransactions in that shit. Oh, they're gonna make it an open world game, bro. They're gonna put NFTs in it, bro. I swear to God, man.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. That segment is into the next news.
You
said it, I didn't. So Ubisoft announced that they were going to be putting NFTs in their games, exclusive items for your characters. And the Ubisoft boss said that they're just getting started. It's not going to just be NFTs. But what was funny is the internet reacted and they was like, what the fuck? They didn't like that shit. So they actually already delisted the NFTs. They're no longer in the game. But from my understanding, first of all, it was in a dead game. It was on that damn Ghost Recon game. Like
That's
it was
why
like
they threw it in there.
Yeah, it was like some exclusive NFT
right.
skins. Once you own it or whatever, and they got rid of it. So how are we feeling about them actually trying to put NFTs into video games and then delisting it, Jay?
I mean, like Geethos was saying on one of the previous podcasts, like gamers just aren't ready for NFTs yet, and to introduce it in this manner is very scummy. So like I totally understand why gamers push back with Ubisoft doing this, especially put it in Tom Clancy because nobody even plays the damn game. So like the fact that y'all threw it in there and thought that people would be like, hey, like this is a good idea, like it was a terrible idea. But for them to delist it, but then be like, hey, like this is just the beginning. Like, all right, we delisted this one because y'all pushed back, but we ain't done. I mean, I knew that this was going to be the future, but I think that there needs to be like a better way to actually introduce NFTs in a manner that gamers will actually buy into, because right now everybody just keeps saying it's bad for the environment because of what you have to do in order to get the actual currency in order to buy said NFTs, which again that will be changing as well. So that eventually that will be a moot point, but I get it. Right now it's really messing up a lot of things, not just the environment, but being able to get certain parts and stuff that you want for your games, for your parts, just your computers, just to play the game. So I understand that part, but yeah, they just need to figure out a better way because it's just right now it's crappy. But for them to double down was like, yeah, like we ain't done, we gonna still continue to do this. They got to figure out a better way to introduce this.
So I'm not 100% sure understanding on these NFTs. So like maybe y'all can help me out on this one. This confuses me because why would I want to own an NFT in a video game for my character when the game's a live service? When the server shut down, do I still own the NFT?
Yes, but what are you going to use it for?
Yeah,
exactly, and that's why I don't get it.
At that point, yeah, if you're getting an NFT for a character skin, like that's going to end up making no sense unless you find a way to, because I mean it will end up happening like that. If you buy NFT for a skin for a character and then you just sell it to somebody else, then they're going to end up being the ones that have to worry about it. So it's just going to be a bunch of transactions until like it's going to be like the last person with the hot potato, and then they shut down the servers and then you no longer own it, unless like they find a way to possibly get that NFT to another game. Or say like, hey, we'll give you currency for it, like if the actual studio buys it back from you or something. They don't have to figure out a way to do this, but like as it stands, like that concept doesn't make sense.
And at that point, why even use NFT? Why don't you just do what Steam does with their skins, where you just have a marketplace and you just buy the skins on their marketplace and then you sell them on the marketplace and just get real world money? Like, what's the fucking point? There's
You're
no
literally
point.
ruining the environment for a temporary skin. At least with the other NFTs, you could utilize them in the metaverse for your digital home or something like that. I just don't understand the purpose. I mean, that's probably why I got a lot of backlash, because they were like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, skins are whack. Skins don't make any sense. But as far as like, if you have actual characters, like iconic characters, for example, like doing certain things, or like having some like super exclusive like fan art or something that you all make and turn it into an NFT, that would make more sense. I just don't understand the skins part.
I just don't get it. This is just so unnecessary. And you're just like, somebody saw on Twitter, someone said this is going to be the countdown of games announcing, oh, we have NFTs in our game, and then 24 hours later, oh, we're getting rid of them due to backlash. It's just like, that's like the entire pattern that's happened, because Stalker did the same thing. Stalker tried to do another NFT thing where they were just like, hey, we're doing NFT for a person to be an NPC in our game. I was like, bro, y'all do this already. Why even make this an NFT thing? Like, they've done this before with a bunch of games, but they've just been competitions that people just pay in for a ticket. Why are you trying to turn this into a whole NFT thing? And it just blew back in their face like under 24 hours. They had to walk it back immediately and be like, oh, we made a mistake. And that's just what the story is going to be for every time a game tries to reveal an NFT type of thing in their game. It's just going to get shot to hell and back. Like what you said,
we're not ready. Yeah, we're not ready for this.
Until they figure out a more efficient way of doing it and explaining it better and making it work better. So here's one thing I saw. A friend of mine on Twitter, he put a tweet out for it. And for me, like, I just don't see the purpose in NFTs, especially in the gaming right now. But one thing he did say that I was like, yeah, no, this could fit with NFTs is used games being NFTs. That was where I was like, okay, now you caught my interest, because we can never resell our used games. But if you make a marketplace where like games you buy are like NFT based and you can trade them with each other and you can sell them, then, you know, that gives you, that reusage of a game that you buy. You feel like you have more ownership of those used games. And that's always been an issue with digital games, is once you buy them, you're just sunk with it and you're just stuck with it. Even if you didn't like the game or something like that, you might be able to trade it off for like a smaller price now. That was the one idea that I was like, okay, this sounds like a good idea for like that would match well with NFTs. But yeah, all this other shit, these skins and stuff, it's like we already have microtransactions. It's just another way of like making it more predatory, and you're adding extra steps and shit through a blockchain. I was like, bro, no, this is not it. This is not it.
Yeah, pretty soon they're gonna get the government involved in this too, like if they keep playing. So I don't even want to see that happen, because like literally the point of NFTs is to put it on the blockchain so that you can prove, you can prove digital, like this is mine. And I own this, and if you try to copy it, like you're not going to be able to make any money off of it, or so and if I sell it and you still end up doing your thing or whatever, I'm still going to get a piece of that. Like, I still know that it's originally mine. So it also goes to the company that did it too. Like, it's Ubisoft. If Ubisoft, EA, Activision, like, we know the company, the big company, that if you try to get into this space, people are going to automatically, like, they're not going to get behind it, period. So I don't even know why Ubisoft thought that this was a good idea right now. Like, any of those companies that try to get into this NFT stuff, they're like, nobody's gonna actually be with this stuff. So I think we need some years for this in order to get an actual like real system that works, that like actually makes sense. But right now, we're just trying to sell NFTs as skins. This is terrible. So we're going to figure it out. But gamers, we're totally not with this. This is more for the artists and people trying to get into this so that they can, make a quick buck and be able to quit their job and live the life that they always want to live. But in games, we don't care about this stuff right now. I just think this space is just not ready for it at this very moment.
And to make matters worse, a story that's been kind of flying under the radar a little bit. Actually, well, it just came out today. More bad news for Ubisoft. Users on Reddit have been reporting that on their Ubisoft accounts on PC, their shit's been getting deleted. Their games and shit, their whole accounts. And apparently it's in their terms of service. It says, we may suspend or close your account or your ability to use one or more of our services at any time, automatically at our sole discretion upon notification, where your account, check it out. Basically, if your account has been inactive for 6 months, they will delete your shit. They can. And for no reason. And this right here is what's always kind of scared me about like digital games. That's why I've always liked hard copies. I'm like reading this, I'm like, what the fuck? Like so Ubisoft is trying to destroy the environment. They're trying to, y'all need a good game. How about that? Because Valhalla wasn't
how about y'all work on a good game? How about that? Instead of doing all this extra shit.
Y'all need us to buy y'all games, not delete fucking accounts.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in that company. I don't know what's going on. But hey, Dr. Dre and GTA, huh? Yeah, Dr. Dre, new missions. Okay. What about we can now get some new covers on the PS5, new colors, Okay. Well, how about Dr. Disrespect opened up his own studio to produce his own games? Anybody?
We've seen this one coming.
Yeah.
We've seen this one coming.
Why you say that?
He's been hinting at it for a while. Yeah. And he already has experience working on video games, since he was community manager for one of the Call of Duty games that came out before he ended up going like full-fledged streaming, ended up getting to the point where he is now. So we've seen this coming. It's interesting that he did finally, get it off the ground. But we're going to see what actually comes out of this.
You think it'll be a
that's
BR, his first game?
That's what the rumors were. Yeah, that he's going to come out with the BR game.
He was the infamous person that said, if you don't add a BR to Halo, it's going to die in 3 weeks.
I don't know about that statement.
Yeah, he said
that. Yeah, I don't know about that one either. But the funny thing about this whole thing is we have on the staff, Ethos' favorite person, Robert Bowling.
Nah, bro, that's why I said this game's gonna be trash, bro. I'll never forgive him, bro.
F you, last stand.
He lied to you, Modern Warfare. He made Modern Warfare 3. I'll never forgive him, bro, for making that game, dog. Never.
Yeah, but I do give Dr. Disrespect one thing. He is extremely passionate about shooters. That's his thing. So I just hope that he has assembled the right team. And I know that they're still hiring people. So maybe he can end up getting, the best bunch, minus Robert Bowling, because like I said, I don't know how much insight he's going to provide. But he has ex Activision and ex Halo devs on his actual team, so maybe that mix might turn into something good. I'm interested in what they come out with. We're just going to wait and see, but I do give Dr. Disrespect his credit because he is super passionate about shooters, and maybe he can with this team come up with something that just becomes one of the most innovative and non-broken shooters out there.
I'm curious to see, does he have the budget to actually market whatever? Because first of all, it's going to cost millions to make whatever type of game it is, even if it's an indie game.
You said, does he have the budget?
Hold on. Let me finish. Keep in mind, this man's got to do his own taxes too. But then also, does he have the budget to market the game afterwards? And if not, is he going to try to lean on his industry streamer friends to get them to play it? And do you think they're going to get pissed at him when he asks them to do it for free?
But he's going to do that 100%.
Yeah, he's going to do it. Not only he doesn't need to. On top of that, people are going to naturally market this game for him because it is his name.
Well, let's take it a step further. For those unaware, Dr. Disrespect is banned on Twitch, and anybody who's seen talking to him can get banned too. So if people stream his game, will they get banned?
No, you going too far on that one. You know that's not going to happen.
Hold on. Let's not act like Twitch is not run by a bunch of people who still act like they're in college.
I mean, they are petty. Well, I give them that. They are
because they did it with Ludwig. He announced that he was going to YouTube, and he tweeted that he didn't get a Twitch recap, and they purposely did that shit. They are petty. Remember, they let Porn stream the Ninja's page after he went to Mixer.
Wait,
that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, that did happen.
Let's not forget that Twitch is ran by a bunch of juveniles. Okay, anything is possible.
Aren't you a Twitch ambassador?
I still talk shit about them niggas.
But no, I think he's gonna go with with one of the methods that's going to use the least money. Like, he doesn't need to make a $1 million plus commercial and plaster it all over television. He doesn't need to run his ads on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook gaming. He doesn't need to do any of that. Like, all he needs to do is literally say, hey, we have this alpha, sign up. It's going to be all of his fans plus every single person, every single industry buddy that he knows. He has basically his best friends on YouTube now, so he technically doesn't even need to do anything on Twitch. But 100%, like, whenever his game comes out, people are going to stream it regardless on whatever platform. So he doesn't have to worry about that at all, and he's going to have money to pay his industry friends to just blow it up some more. So, like, it's going to be the regular people playing it for free. They're going to play the betas for free. They're going to give feedback. They're going to blow it up, and then he's going to get freaking Tim the Tap Man, and he's going to pay him some money, and he's going to say, hey, play this game with me and let me know what you think, and bam, there you go. He doesn't even really need to do much. He ain't got the money to do it.
He already has his.
So basically, the game just needs to be good then.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If the game's ass, they're just gonna meme him to death and make fun of it. But if the game's good, which I'm assuming, at least like he was a dev before he became a YouTuber. He did the maps for Advanced Warfare, so he has already dev experience. So he knows what it takes to make games, especially in the AAA space. So he already has that advantage. I think Robert Bowling wasn't the best pick, but I get it, But honestly, like, he constantly complains about BRs and complains about shooters and gets mad about them. So if he makes a game that solves all those problems he gets mad about, then he might have a banger on his hand.
Yeah, just imagine him playing his own game though, and everybody just
Getting
comes to the
mad at
chat
it.
saying that the
Yeah.
game is shit. Yeah, but imagine him getting mad at his own game.
Just get a clip of him getting mad at his own game, bro. That junk would be hilarious.
He's like, "This game is shit. Who made this game? Who put
I
this
did.
feature in here?" He was like, "Oh
Alright,
shit!
buddy.
Wait a minute."
He gonna
It was
yell at
me.
his dev. He gonna yell at his dev.
Alright, buddy.
Yelling at himself. Yeah, Robert Bowley, you
I thought you said it wasn't in the game.
you put Last Stand in this game too. Who told you?
There you have it. That's all
man.
I got on the show notes. Do y'all want to do the stage or not?
Yes. All right, people. If you have anything to say about any of the topics, the Game Awards,
Something
any
meaningful,
of the new games that have been revealed that we discussed, or any of the topics, raise your hand. We'll bring you up. Okay, Oxtail, bring you up.
There's a classic dish.
Just 1, 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
So just out of curiosity, wanted to ask you guys, with the Splinter Cell series, is there something that you would want out of it, or what would get you back into the game? Like what type of gameplay or anything? Because I was thinking with that game, it could probably benefit from like a Hitman style, where you just have a big open area where you can go around and, do your Splinter Cell stuff at.
I would want to see the co-op missions return. I don't want to wait for like a sequel. That was one of my favorite things about it. Yeah, we need the return of Bob and Steve. I don't know if it needs like the Hitman style. I don't think there was much wrong actually with the Splinter Cell series. I mean, the fans have been begging for it to return. It's been Ubisoft that wouldn't make it.
Because stealth games don't sell. That's
is that why? Okay.
That is why. That's why Dishonored doesn't sell a lot. That's why a lot of arcade games don't, because stealth does not sell.
Why do you think that is?
Ask JG.
Because it's too hard.
There you go.
So it's always just going to be kind of a niche title. But that's interesting, though, because do the Soulsborne titles sell well?
Yeah, they sell
Those
really
games
well.
are harder.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about stealth. I guess stealth is just like such a niche genre that people don't, I guess, mess with. I can't explain it, man. I love stealth games. I don't know why a lot of people don't, but I guess a lot of the mainstream fans, they just don't find fun in it. I guess they just want the whole, I want action, I want the Scarface feel. They don't want the whole sneaking around without
Sam
people
Fisher to pull up in a foreign with bad bitches and shit.
Yeah, they don't like
Yeah.
the idea of patience and planning out your attack and then executing without anybody knowing you were there. They don't find
Yeah,
fun.
people got mad at me, but I actually did enjoy Splinter Cell Blacklist because this was the first Splinter Cell that you could like literally, I mean, you couldn't go full guns blazing, but they had a lot more action elements. I think that they did a good job mixing in the stealth and action. And this is the one that I did enjoy. But I understand, like, the earlier Splinter Cell games, it was really about stealth. And if you got caught, like, you were pretty much going to die. You had to start, the levels over. You had to be, pretty much like damn near perfect with a lot of the earlier Splinter Cell games. But this one, like, you could kind of shoot it out a little bit. So that's why I enjoyed this one a little bit more. So I would like for it personally to keep this blend of stealth and action. I think that's really where I personally enjoy these type of games, because everybody knows I'm terrible at stealth. Like, if it's a pure stealth game and if like I get caught and then it's over and I got to start over, like it's gonna freaking piss me off. So I at least want the option to be able to shoot it out if I do get caught. And just make it work. So I want it to be more like Blacklist, and also like added to the co-op mission that were in the previous Splinter Cells. I would like for the multiplayer to come back as well, because the multiplayer was actually fun. Yeah, the multiplayer was super freaking fun, and I didn't think I would enjoy that, but man, if they had that back or something similar, I would enjoy it. So I mean, Ubisoft Toronto, maybe they'll surprise us. I mean, Ethos was like, man, I don't even want to see it because they're a terrible studios for like all the Ubisoft ones, so we'll see. But maybe they'll surprise us. But I would like to see all of those back.
Now, would y'all prefer the co-op to be like a separate? Because I think Blacklist did it separate, or would you want to be tied in to the story?
Campaign.
Yeah,
Separate. Because I enjoy Sam Fisher's adventures, but like the separate thing, it could be like a small story. Like, don't make it like how they did in, what was it, Assassin's Creed Unity. That shit was ass. Like, that was like,
it was terrible.
Like, it's got to be like a separate own little small story where you're playing as like lower level cooperatives maybe that are trying to help I was about to say Steve, fucking Sam, but I didn't mind it being separate.
A lot of people shed on this game. I personally like this Splinter Cell. I get why people don't like it, but I like Conviction a lot, and I get because it became too action based and less stealthy that's why people didn't like that game that much. But people who remember, Conviction had an entire, what you're talking about, had an entire co-op campaign where you played as an American and a Russian spy, and you had to work together to stop these nukes, and it was a completely separate storyline. It was like a congruent storyline that was happening.
Yeah, that's the word.
It was happening, right? But it was like separate on its own path. But like you would intertwine areas, similar areas to where the base game went through, but it would be from a different perspective, and that's what made it cool. And the cool thing they did at the end of that was, ultimately, when you defuse the bomb, you come to realize that they do this cool little plot twist at the end of the co-op campaign where both players realize that each other is the enemy, and you have to kill each other at the end. So only one survives and the other one dies. So it's like a way that it's co-op the whole time, and then it ends off on a PvP standoff. Like stuff like that. I think they could do a lot of cool stuff. I would love to see that sort of Conviction co-op to come back. And my biggest thing would be probably limiting the mark system. That was really like casual crutch they added to the game, where it was just I mark it, I click a button, and it automatically kills people. I think that made the game too easy. Honestly, it's kind of tricky to say this because I had my own issues with this game, but I would say if it doesn't have the level of interactivity that like Metal Gear Solid 5 had, it's probably just not gonna be that good. But if they can nail what Kojima did, at least with MG5, I will give MG5 that. It had a lot of issues, but one thing I will say is that it's a way that it had emerging gameplay, and the combat was really good and the stealth was really good. If they can pull off that level, then I'll be excited for it. But I don't trust Ubisoft as far as I can throw them. So,
all right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right, we have Tony.
Oh God,
Montana.
Wait, I'm gonna ask him something before he asks this question. If he says no, he's not allowed to ask this question.
Chaos, little cousin, coming to the stage.
Hey Tony,
wow.
bro.
What happened?
Have you started Endwalker yet? Or are you still leveling?
I'm level 89.
Yeah, get him out of here. He's not allowed to ask questions until he gets to level 90.
What the fuck?
Wow, he's level 89.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
some flag.
You get this level 12 paladin
No,
wizard nerd shit out of here.
No.
Anyways, what's up, Tony? Ask your question.
I just want to know if any new information about Samurai Zero.
Yeah, I told you, get him out of here, dog. Get him out of here. I'm tired of y'all I went up on the stage yesterday. I had a whole announcement yesterday. Go and watch the ding VOD. I'm not saying it again. I'm not going to tell it here, bro.
People are thirsty for that information, bro. What can they pre-order?
Oh my God, I hate it here. Hey, when I say these pre-orders, I better see Tony buy the most expensive edition since he's so wanting it so bad.
Man.
I'm gonna find it. I know his name too. I know his government. So I'm
Go for your car, bro. Go for your car.
I'm gonna find his government. I'm gonna see if he pre-ordered it.
It's gonna be under somebody else's name.
That's crazy. All right, Tony, was that it? You just go best with
That's
yourself?
it. That was a
All right.
Don't ever invite this dude back up, bro. I swear.
That's funny. All right, I guess we're done.
Cool. All right. Well, that is everything we got on the show notes, and that's the stage. If you guys want to be a part of the next show, make sure to back us on Patreon at patreon.com/GI update so you can get in the Discord. You got to get the Discord tier and then be here for the show, and you can maybe be on the next one. All right, Jay, you got the floor. What is your closing statement for Gaming Illuminati episode 119? Go.
Yes, sir. If this guy is listening, because I didn't get your name, shout out to the guy who was actually working the Magic game. He was like, hey, like, I recognize you. I have a mask on too. He was like, are you JG? And I was like, yeah. He was like, cool. It was hella funny. But it's so funny though, like being out here in Florida, like I've been there since 2015, and like I've seen like so many people. So like it's pretty amazing. Like the people that just come up and be like, hey, like, are you JG? And then like want to take a picture or something. Like that's hella cool. So I appreciate y'all, man, because like I didn't think that so many people will like even care who I was, let alone just to be like, hey, like, are you so and so? Like, I mess with y'all, I mess with GI. Like, I like that type of stuff. So I appreciate the community so much, and shout out to you, sir.
Look at this guy trying to be like he irrelevant. Weren't you like in the Orlando Centennial newspaper or something?
Oh my God.
This guy.
I was.
Famous.
Yeah,
I was.
Humble.
I'm trying to increase my stock. Okay.
Okay.
We don't need to increase the head.
Blue
We already know that. You
Shut up. Oh my God. Say the G4 guy. Shut up.
Ethos, what's your closing statement for episode 119? Go.
Man, shout outs to the Bleach community. We up. We finally getting our anime back. It's about time. It smelled like bitching for Shonen Jump for years.
Hold on, can you explain to me what makes Bleach so great? Because I watched 3 episodes. I just couldn't get into
it. It's the fights, bro. It's the fights.
When does it get good? Should I actually try watching it again?
Yes, I'll send you an entire thing. Because there's a good amount of filler you can just ignore. But I can send you the good parts of it. We up, bro. We've been waiting 10 years for this final arc. We thought we'd never get it, but we finally getting it. It's definitely the hype. So shout outs to us. If it wasn't for Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen wouldn't be able to soar, bro. Shout outs to Bleach, bro. We out here.
Need to bring Black Clover back. Anyways.
Nope.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
Yes, and I
all the way through.
Yes, no, not all of the way through, but I got through most of it, and I just did not want to.
Where did you stop watching?
Yami. Oh, that's spoiler. It was with Yami.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
You still hating? Yeah, you're a Game Pass nigga anyway. Don't matter.
Yeah, I don't give a crap.
Matter of fact, I don't think Black
Let me know when they
Clover's
get better
on the Game
animations.
Pass.
When they get better
I
animations,
don't think it's on the Game Pass. That makes sense why you don't like it.
What? Yeah, didn't you guys have a Black Clover game? And
yeah, it's not on the Game Pass. That's why you don't like it.
Isn't it terrible?
I don't recall.
Didn't you play that game?
I don't recall.
Oh, you don't recall?
I think it's time to wrap the show up.
Okay.
This has been Gaming Illuminati episode 119. We appreciate everybody coming through to the show. If you're new to the show, make sure to rate it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Also, there's a rumor that stars are coming to Spotify. If you see them on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars there because it helps us move up the algorithm. Other than that, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of the GI Podcast. Peace.